Blog Talk Radio.
Drop that down! The whole fucking show! Drop that down! The whole fucking show! Dance Terminator! Dance Terminator! Dance Crusader! Fan Assassinator! Drop that down! The whole fucking show! Drop that down! The whole fucking show! A damn shot straight to your brain! Straight to your skull crack! You can stop the straight to your brain! Straight to your skull crack! Drop that down! The whole fucking show! Drop that down! The whole fucking show! I will fly high! 5-star frog splash! You can't stop me! 5-star frog splash! Drop that down! The whole fucking show! Drop that down! The whole fucking show! It's all about the yin and the yang, the balance of power that's in. You can't stop the yin and the yang, the balance of power that's in. Drop it down! The whole fucking show! Drop it down! The whole fucking show! I will levitate, flip kick you in the yell. I will decimate, you can prepare for. Drop it down, the whole fucking show. Drop it down, the whole fucking show. Drop it down! The whole fucking show! Drop it down! The whole fucking show! Drop it down! The whole fucking show! Drop it down! The whole fucking show!
Oh my God, is it April 29th already? Holy cow. And I'm still here. I thought I was going to be on the set of Wrong Side of Town, but we'll get to that soon enough. I don't have any details to tell you. Might be leaving tomorrow. Perhaps David DeFalco will call in and fill you on that. Either way, didn't know for sure if I could schedule RVD Radio live tonight until the last minute. Here we are, so we threw a show together. I'm testing out my new Twitter account, Twitter at the Real RVD, to see if that could add some interest and let people know what's up, along with our usual outputs where we reach out to everybody. So happy April 29th, 2009, everybody. This is the first time this has ever happened. There's ever been a 6:07 p.m. Well, I guess there has been because the East Coast did it 3 hours before me. Damn it. Fuck. West Coasters always paying for slacking. But that's cool, man. We're chilled. We're relaxed on the West Coast. Fuck, dude. Let's get this show rolling. We're going to be talking about fear. It's a pretty good topic, right? It's got a huge umbrella that I can tie everything going on to. I'm talking about a bunch of stuff today, and it's probably all related to fear, because fear is a huge part of our life. It's a huge part of the way we are controlled by our government and by basically everybody. You know what I mean? I mean, you have people in control if you have them in fear. It's how
do you think the Bush administration worked for 8 years?
No kid. In fact, that was probably kissing her and saying, hi, baby, when we realized it was past 6 o'clock.
I realized it. You just said no. I was wrong.
I argued the point. I went by the clock on our microwave, which apparently is a few minutes off from all the RVD Radio listeners waiting patiently. So, you feeling good, baby?
Yeah, feeling good.
Awesome. Me too. Zena looks like she's feeling good running around, playing with the bone.
A little dingo bone.
She's a good puppy. So, fear. You're right. You mentioned Bush, and we can go on and on about that. Oh, my God. They keep us so... Dude, after 9/11, the fear of having a terrorist take over your shit keeps everybody in line, you know. Hey, man, this is for your safety. Give us your freedom. Give us your identity. Give us all the control over everything that you do or would have chosen to do had you had the freedom. Give us that right. He took away the habeas corpus, which means that they could throw you into prison, torture you without giving you a phone call or telling you why they were doing it. There was just all kinds of freedoms taken away for fear.
That's what the Patriot Act was all about. Let me scare you into feeling patriotic enough that we take your freedoms away.
Right, and of course it goes much beyond the Bush administration. So we're talking about just fear in general. It's
fear of the swine flu.
As you know, baby, a lot of people, your aunt included, has referred to RVD as being fearless.
Okay. I'm like, which aunt are we talking about?
Aunt Debbie. I come across that way because my line of feeling comfortable is a little bit stretched out further than other people's. I'm what some people consider a high-risk taker. I'm comfortable in the face of danger. Am I fearless? No. Don't you tell them what I'm afraid of either, baby. We'll get that later in the show if we think that they need to be inspired by knowing my kryptonite.
Oh, that's too funny.
Okay, man, I have so many damn callers. So many callers. Right now, you know what? You know what you're afraid of, baby? The swine flu.
I'm not afraid of it.
Dude, every time it comes on the news, you're like so intact to it. You start asking.
No, I'm just concerned because I have my immune system isn't where it has been in the past and where it should be. So, you know, there's a bit of, God, I hate to say it, but a little bit of fear there.
There you go. See, SVD, Sonia's immune system slightly compromised still from the 6 months of chemotherapy treatment. That takes a toll on your ass. Believe me, you. And
your whole body, too, not just your ass.
Right. She's making a comeback from that. This all over the news, man. And, yes, it's growing fast. We watch it go from 14 cases reported, 50 cases reported, 100. Dude, it's like hourly. It's being reported. It reminds me of that movie. What's the movie of all the zombie-like creatures that are running around?
Shaun of the Dead?
Oh, yeah, or 28 Days. They're not really zombies, but you know what I mean? How, like, remember in 28 Days, or it might have been the sequel, how it's like spreading as fast as people can run to get out of that fucking mall or whatever. Everyone's like running and trampling over people, and you're watching the disease like spread through people. Fuck. That's the swine flu going on right now, according to the news. But anyway, that's some very real shit. Maybe some callers can tell us they know someone that's died from it. I don't want to appear insensitive to that. I'm just saying that I don't put the fear over. I am protected by the white light, as I have been told. And that's all part of just being a superhero. So I'm cool with that. We're afraid of pirates. There's fucking pirates that can jump on our boat if we try it.
Wait. It's 2009 and we have pirates?
Can you believe it? And they're not the fun pirates. I thought pirates were fun. No, where's the parrot on your shoulder? These motherfuckers are terrorists.
They need an eye patch.
They're terrorists of the sea. They need an eye patch, maybe a fucking wooden leg, a hook for a hand. Arrgh! Give me your boat. That's not how it's going. It's fucked up, man. So, yeah, we have to be afraid at all times, right?
Do you think they really talk like pirates, though?
Arrgh! You shimmy me timber?
There's a talk like a pirate day. Do you think they really talk like pirates?
I don't know. I don't know what shimmy me timber means either. But
shake my legs.
Oh, my God. How do you know that? You're so smart. Okay. So, okay, cool. I got my Geraldo clip up there. I'm going to go to that. You guys seen me on Geraldo? Yes. I'm going to play a clip for that in case you didn't hear it. It's a kind of fucked up clip. But I'm going to go to a call or two first just because I got so many calls and I don't want them to give up. And fuck it, let's go to our brother first right here, fellow guest and extraordinary worldwide superstar, the Arabian Suicidal. You better fear this guy. What up, Sabu?
What's up, Rob? What's up, Sonia?
What up, Sabu?
Hey, man, thanks for joining us, man. I got a good feeling today's show is going to kick ass. You know what I mean?
All right, I hope it does.
Yes, it always does. It always does. Do we ever have a bad show? Fuck no, we couldn't even do it in an hour. It took 2 hours to try and have the 1 hour special. So anyway, Sabu, there's so much shit that I want to talk about. And will. Matter of fact, I'm going to do a video blog later, my first video blog, so look for that up at RVD.com later on tonight or tomorrow, because my webmaster's East Coast, he might be sleeping, and maybe I'll try and figure out how to post it on the fucking MySpace also. But bunch of shit to talk about. And for a topic tonight, Sabu, I chose fear, because everybody can relate, and we're going to get to some other callers and have them talk about what they're afraid of and how fear plays into their lives and making decisions and shit like that. A lot of people respect us for chasing our dreams, for, you know, following the path of our imagination, you know, when we were young and doing what we wanted to do. A lot of people fear that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yes. What do you fear, Sabu, or what do you make sure to? What kind of fears do you overcome? You know, to keep you feeling good about yourself.
Well, I'm afraid of heights, if that counts as fear.
That definitely counts. That's something that falls into the category of a phobia. That's what I have too, as you know, is a phobia. Not of heights. I love heights. I'm the kid you catch climbing a tree when you can't find me. I'm up on the roofs all the time, and but that's like a phobia. It's like, that's so weird when, I mean, it's one thing to be either hypochondriac or just be insecure and be like, oh my God, you know, oh my God, I'm not safe. But phobias are like weird, and they're unique, and they hit people, certain people. It's almost like an allergy. It's weird. Like somebody can look completely normal as somebody else, but have one thing that just freaks them out. You remember Big Show is afraid of midgets.
Is he? I didn't know that.
He has a phobia of midgets, little people, and that's just always been funny, you know. And maybe he's worked with it, you know, but it's funny to know that, and it's you know, there's certain things, you know, people just like, oh my God, no. It's sometimes it links them to trauma in the past, sometimes not. But Sabu is going to be on the line with us for a little while, so we're going to take a couple other calls. And we're going to go to, why not? Let's go to Sean from New York. What's up, Sean? You're on RVD Radio.
Hey, how you doing, Rob?
Dude, I'm doing awesome. How are you?
I'm doing good tonight.
Do you have fear right now? Are you a bit nervous because you're live on the air with Sabu and SVD and who knows how many thousands hearing you?
I am straight up nervous. You guys are seriously my heroes, and but I gotta get my question out right now.
Okay, let's have it.
I just turned 18.
You turned 18? Okay, congratulations. Happy birthday.
Thanks, man. And I'm trying to get my career started right now. And
okay, what's the question?
My question is, what is the best school that you would recommend for me around the New York area and the Ontario area?
I'm going to assume by school you mean wrestling school, and by career you mean that you're going to be looking to pursue a career in the world of professional wrestling. Would I be right with that assumption?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Well, you know, I'm a bit out of touch with some of the wrestling schools I may mention. It's possible they might not even be up anymore. But if you can make it to Allentown, Pennsylvania, Alpha the Samoan has a great school there. He's taught a lot of very established superstars of wrestling. He's the papa of all the Samoans. That's in Allentown. Also in the area in New Jersey is the Monster Factory with Larry Sharp. I believe he's still teaching. And right up there in New York, Johnny Rodz, somewhere, Sabu, didn't Johnny Rodz teach Taz, Tommy Dreamer, a bunch of those guys?
He tried to. They didn't quite get it, but yeah.
I need to hit a Sabu, motherfucker. And that was awesome. But you know, if you're looking, if you're real serious about it, you might have to leave your house. You know, I was all set to go to Boston to Kowalski School from Michigan, and then I got lucky and found out about the Sheik, Sabu's uncle, the very famous original Sheik who trained me, and he was 45 minutes from my house, so I really lucked out there. But I was prepared to go wash dishes or whatever the fuck I had to do to relocate and live somewhere where a school was. And nowadays, you can Google pro wrestling schools and find a whole bunch of them, probably, you know, on your block. Doesn't mean they're all good. Look at who they've trained, who the trainer is, and, of course, you know, the tuition is an important factor, too. But, Sabu, do you know of any? Oh, and by the way, if you're looking to make the road trip, if it's going to be worth it to go to the best school, I say Booker T in Houston, Texas. And if you want to go to Florida, I recommend Dory Funk Jr. What are you hitting me for?
Cincinnati, Jimmy Wang Yang has a school.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Does he? Who doesn't?
Sanjay got that out of the chat room. Sabu, you got any wrestling schools you want to put over?
Well, not none that you already mentioned. I would probably say, although I don't care for these guys that much, is the Samoans. And you know how I feel about Samoans.
Yes, I do.
But not Samoa Joe. He's different.
Yeah, Samoa Joe's cool. I've always gotten along with with all the Samoans, and of course, a brother of ours, the late great Gary Albright, was married into the Samoans, and last time I was at the place up there where Alpha teaches everybody, or at least maybe it was the fairgrounds near their school, but that was a tribute to Gary Albright. So I wish you all the luck, and that's about what I got to tell you, Sean.
Thanks, Rob, so much. I hope to meet you one day.
Right on, dude. Best of wishes with your career and everything from here on. That's Sean from New York. Man, hey, baby, I'll have you know, this has been the shortest RVD monologue ever, by the way. 20 minutes in, I've already taken a couple phone calls.
You're right. We got to mark this one down.
Because I know there's going to be a kick-ass show tonight. I got all these. Look at this. Look at this huge list. I've never seen a list. I better shut up. Oh, okay. Well, thing is, I tried my Twitter, and I put that out, and boom, boom,
you know. I started a Twitter account today.
Yes, you did. Blog Talk Radio producer Nikki Starr told me I need to join at least hers and yours so I can follow you.
We can't follow each other.
Are you guys Twittering, you listeners? Because I just joined, I saw Ashton Kutcher and P. Diddy on Larry King Live, and they sold me on it. You know, it seems like a great way to reach out to everybody. As you know, if you have followed me on The Real RVD, then you know that I'm starting to Twitter. I'm going to be Twittering you later on, today or tomorrow, letting you know that I have just posted the first ever RVD video blog. Aren't you excited? Chris and Zero from, what's that, baby? New Mexico. Fuck. What up, Chris and Zero?
What up, man?
Hey, man, happy Wednesday, April 29th, 2009. We're rocking. We're fucking rocking. Yeah. You're on RVD Radio.
Yeah, is Sabu there, man?
What?
Sabu, speak to the guy.
I didn't hear what he said.
Whoop, whoop, what up?
What up?
My friend got a little phone shy. It's his first time.
Fear, man. You know what? We're talking about fear, Chris and Zero, and your friend is actually trying to display some fear in a demonstration for us. So tell him we appreciate that very much. Fear can keep you from doing shit, man. Shit that you know you can do. It can be especially like a physical output, like a real exertion, like say it's a foot race, or say it's a match. Dude, when I used to kickbox, to be honest with you, I remember being in the Tough Man contest when I was 19 years old, Kalamazoo Tough Man contest. I was ready, man. I'd been sparring, running, and I could fight. And the thing was, you never knew when they were going to call your name. You all sit in the audience during a fight, and when the fight's over, they call the next two fighters up. You never know when they're going to call you. So every time the fight would end, you'd be sitting there, and you'd just be waiting and waiting. And even though I was ready, dude, there'd be a little bit of a fear, you know, that they're going to say, Sabu, come on up. And then when they do, even if you're ready, like, fuck yeah, call my name, all of a sudden your legs get weak when they call your name. What the fuck's up with that? Adrenaline comes in and fucks you up, fucks up your coordination, fucks up your control over your body. And you got to learn to make it work for you. I think that's part of being a pro athlete or maybe even successful at anything. Chris, so you guys got a question for Sabu, RVD, SVD, or a police officer as I let on to the line our official cop of RVD Radio, Officer X.
Oh, shit. I got a little question for Sabu. I remember, I'm pretty sure if you remember Born to Be Wired, I always told myself after I watched that match, if I ever get like in the indie scene, I want to try and outdo Sabu. How hard does he think that will be for me?
Keep dreaming, dude.
Well, that's a question for me. I'm going to say you can never outdo the original, man. That's just like saying, dude, we should bring ECW back. It will never, ever be like it was back then. Too many factors thrown into that stew. You know, too many, as hungry as we were, as proud as we were, the growth rate that we were on, you know, the rebellious nature we had in us, the fucking strength we had behind us can't be duplicated. I'm going to say if you try and outdo Sabu, you're going to fall into the same problem. What do you think, Officer X?
Cannot be done. It's never as good as the original.
I could dream.
That's true, but don't set your goals to outdo me. Just set your goals to outdo yourself. You know?
Right. Sabu, in case you lived under a rock and didn't know that Sabu helped train me, him and his uncle the Sheik, Sabu always told me, don't try and go after someone else's spot, try and make your own spot, which obviously I took that advice to mean be original and go out there and do your own thing, because that's what I did. So that's, I think, how I translate that.
Than you.
Exactly. But that's cool, though. Way to inspire, Sabu. You inspired Chris and Zero. And what's up with you tonight, Officer X?
Nothing. Just having a good night. It's warm out here on the East Coast. 75 degrees today, 80 yesterday.
Nice.
Don't get used to it. It's going to be cold. Like next week, we had that hot front.
Oh, that's right. She was explaining to me that the warm front we had that passed through here is what you guys have had now. And then you're going to get the cold. But it's going to be way worse on you poor bastards.
Oh, Sonya's the weather babe, huh?
Yeah, I am the babe itself.
The princess of pessimism with the weather.
Hey,
it's going to be 30 tomorrow morning.
You're gonna okay? Well, fuck, dude. Enjoy it, man. Aren't you glad we're doing RVD Radio tonight, Officer X?
Oh, I can't think of a better way to spend a Wednesday.
It's going to be a kick-ass show. It's already a kick-ass show. I got a shitload of callers, and I have to get to them, but I have to get your opinion, Officer X, or else your comment on our subject tonight. Because you know just like I do, that motivation drives the successful being, and part of that plan is overcoming fear. If you don't have any fear, you're probably not being challenged. What do you think?
Fear is the most crippling disease in the world today.
It is. You know what? There's this little quote that I remember way back from when I was in high school stealing the Greek mythology books from my high school library. And this book, Jason and the Argonauts, there was this little thing I read, and it just made so much sense to me that I kept it. And it was something that the Dioscuri, or the Gemini twins, said when talking about a fight. They said, if you're going to do this, boom, just do it, right? Because hesitation breeds doubt. Doubt breeds fear. Fear breeds failure. That's so fucking weird. I remember that from 25 years ago, but it really stuck out in my mind. It made a lot of sense. Just like you're saying, it can work against you and be your enemy.
Yeah, fear's terrible, and it's most of it is based in horseshit too, because worry is an exaggeration of the imagination, you know. And if you sit around, like you're saying, if you sit in something and stew about it, you'll find ways not to do things, and you can defeat yourself. So if you got a good idea, you see something, you want it, you got to just say fuck it and go get it.
Yeah. All right. So how about how about you have a job like Officer X here, and you're a police officer? it's your job to go out there, protect and serve and protect everybody. Now listen, you get a phone call that tells you got to show up in the shittiest, darkest neighborhood, and you got to bust into some crack house because there's a guy in there with a gun that's shooting at people. Fear has to be a huge part of that equation. Am I right?
Yeah, but it can't be crippling because I've had situations, not exactly that, but similar to that, but you got to go. I mean, you raise your hand, you sign up for something, and the society pays you to do a job, and you got to do it, and if it's not your thing, you're in the wrong line of work.
Yeah, so that's definitely that's what we're talking about. I don't think anybody that's listening or not listening can tell us that they have never been afraid. But I think some people are a lot more than others, you know. I mean, that's why, like I said, people call me fearless, and that might be, you know, that's the superhero image that I portray, which I do tend to be a very brave motherfucker, but that's because I know what I bring to the table. Fearless? No. There's some times where, you know, you have that fear. Good friend of mine, championship comedy promoter Tim Chismar. What are you fearing, brother?
Hey! I'm fearing that I won't get laid again until I'm 50.
Dude, you know what? That kind of fear will cause a lot of gray hairs and stress, man. Don't worry about it. I've seen your movie. I've seen how you work when you're alone.
Yeah, you got to hand it to me. All right.
Ooh, hand.
We were talking a little bit about fear. That's great. Fake Bruce Jingles in the room there. So we're talking about fear and anxiety, and just earlier today, you and I was talking about how when it comes to social anxiety, a lot of people are afraid of public speaking and speaking in crowds. There was a survey done that more people are afraid of doing public speaking than are afraid of dying. So when you go to a funeral, there are actually more people there who would rather be in the coffin than giving the eulogy.
That is me. That is 100% me. I absolutely hate to speak in front of people, especially a group of people.
She's all the time asking me, how do you do it? Because, I mean, I don't prepare. I don't do notes. I just like to go up there and start talking and be real. But, you know, even in different forums, it's different. Like the first time I went up on stage and did stand-up comedy at your show, Tim, you remember I had Booker T in the audience with me. He said he would never do that. I mean, what'd you have, 75 people in the crowd? He would never get up on stage and tell jokes. He was afraid to do that, but he'll wrestle in front of 80,000 people.
I don't see how you do that.
Interesting.
Dude, don't act like you're listening and say interesting when you tune back in. Come on, motherfucker. Keep it together.
Ah, brother, I heard you. I heard the Booker T reference, and I heard you lowballing my numbers, motherfucker.
Hey, what does your cube look like?
You know, I just did that last night on another girl, actually a midget comedian, and
do you think it's possible to explain that to Sabu real quick?
Yeah, I could real quick. Sabu, if you study neurolinguistic programming and the way people think, one of the big psychological breakdowns is this exercise called the cube, where you can actually extract things from somebody's what do you call it? You know, the stuff in their. See, I'm hearing an echo, Rob. That's why I'm acting screwy, because I hear my voice coming back at me. But they actually
Turn your radio
hear.
down.
Yeah. So you get to pull stuff from your from the back of your mind. You bring it out into the front. So, for instance, I don't know. I mean, do you want me to actually do it with them?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah?
Yeah, why not?
You down for it? You want me to play a little psychological game with you?
Not really, but go ahead.
Well, if he doesn't want to do it, then he doesn't want to do it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't want to pull you along. But basically what you do is you, since you're not going to play it, I'll just tell you how it goes because I'm not ruining the surprise. But you ask them to describe a cube. First you lay them out in a room and you let them do whatever parameters they want, and you get them to describe this cube into detail. The more they're describing the cube, simple things about it, like whether it's floating in air or whether it's on the ground, they're actually describing themselves, their self-image of how they perceive themselves. So if they get like a Rubik's Cube, as I've had sometimes, the person's really complicated and they're not in tune with themselves. Sometimes you'll have somebody who has like a glass cube. But then as it continues, they really lose track of themselves in the process. So you move on past the cube, Then you describe a ladder in the room. The ladder represents success or their potential for success. Some people, like Rob Van Dam, who's accomplished a lot in his life, when we did the cube, his ladder went up to the moon. It was just off the charts. Other people I talked to, and it's like a 3-foot ladder. And I asked them, would you be afraid to climb it? Yes, I would. Things like that, it starts to come out. So you have them describe this ladder in detail. Then you include a horse in the room, and you have them describe this horse and where the horse is in relation to the cube and the ladder, and you find out things about what they're looking for in an ideal significant other. Like, for instance, one girl I was talking to in a club, she was talking about her horse wasn't a horse at all. It was a unicorn. And she's telling me about it being a unicorn, and I had to tell her afterwards when we dissected it that that meant your significant other doesn't exist. You know, she has too high expectations for a man that doesn't exist out there. So we did that, and then you see where it relates to the other stuff, and then you close it all off with the storm outside. And the storm represents how you relate to anxieties and problems and pressures in your life. And some people have the storm just wrecking the room. Other people have it not affecting them at all. So you go through it, and then afterwards you break it down to the person, and it always gives amazing insight. This one girl didn't realize the guy she was dating was gay until she started describing her horses being surrounded by shoes. I was like, surrounded by shoes? What do you?
Everything that guy just says bullshit. Thank you.
It was like he was in the closet or something, and then her friend's like, oh my God, we've been trying to tell you this guy's gay, and that's her. She's attracted to guys who are in the closet. So it was. Anyway, that
was way more extremely interesting in person than over the radio. But I'm not really sure how it came across because I ran around and did a couple laps and worked out and hit my sauna, and now I'm back. But thanks for sharing. Hey, so what's going on, Tim? You got a show coming up at the Hollywood Improv in, May 23rd?
That's great. I provided the intermission. Yeah, I do. We're producing a show at the Hollywood Improv May 23rd. Tonight I'm in Orange County for the Ultimate Laugh Down, and tomorrow I'm at the Ontario Improv for the Wild Ass Comedy Party.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're tearing it up.
Okay, cool, man. Well, dude, so obviously fear came up a lot when you were talking about that, the ladder and people being afraid to climb to the top of the ladder, afraid to be on the moon. Tim Chismar, do you got any, like, strange fear that you'd like to share with us for the education of tonight's subject so listeners grow?
I'm afraid of water, brother. I was telling you earlier, my mother was afraid to swim. I'm afraid to swim. I'll fly in an airplane over land, but I won't fly over water. Like, I was thinking, I'll fly from here to New York, but I won't fly to Hawaii because I can't stand the water.
Now, Rob, do you see why I say fear is a crippling disease?
Yes. I recall that.
That just what Tim's saying just reinforces that.
Right, because it's keeping them from being able to go to fucking Hawaii, which is the best place on the planet.
In the world.
Yeah, no doubt. But I mean, there's a lot of other people that can relate to that too. Many people.
But Tim, if you're going to crash, it don't matter if it's on land or water. You're in trouble.
Oh, not me. I always tell Sonia I'd walk away from it, but we can't all be Rob Van Dam. Thank God, because then I wouldn't be one of a kind, and that'd be weird. Because then my song wouldn't.
RVD, motherfucker!
I'm gonna go to Harry Slash from New York. What up, Harry Slash?
Yo, what up, RVD? What up, people?
Just checking in with you real quick, man. Tonight's subject, fear, man. People in New York, what are they afraid of?
New York. Nothing.
They're in New York. People, they act brave, they act cocky, they walk down like, what the fuck you looking at? Like they don't have fear of each other and stuff. But dude, how about like fear of the economy crashing, fear of like being out of their house and fucking living on the streets? And
well, honestly, right now everybody's freaking out over the swine flu thing.
Yeah, everybody everywhere, huh?
Yeah, I live in a part of New York where there was a high school with 15 students diagnosed with swine flu in Queens, and I went shopping today at the grocery store, and people were wearing masks and rubber gloves.
Yeah, I've seen that on the news. Also, in New York, I saw where there was like a low-flying airplane, and someone's in a lot of trouble for that, and they were saying that New Yorkers saw that low-flying airplane, and it's giving them, traumatic flashbacks from 9/11 and they're having to seek therapy and shit like that. That's what I'm talking about living in fear.
There was like over, I think, 1,000 911 calls when that happened a couple of days ago.
Oh, man.
I don't know if it was...
Did you see that was Air Force One?
Sorry?
That was Air Force One doing that, you know.
I didn't know that. Is that I caught a little bit of it on the news, and I knew that they were talking to Obama about it. I didn't know it was his fucking plane.
No, listen, they were doing Air Force One and taking pictures for a publicity thing, and they never said they were going to do it.
Yeah, but there was also a fighter jet following it. That's
right, but the people on the ground didn't know that.
Yeah, they didn't bother to tell us.
Wow. Well,
you know,
there you go, man.
Think about this for a second. The country's flat broke. There's no money for anything, but you got money to fly fighter planes and Air Force One around to take pictures. That's like taking auto execs by airplanes to get bailout money.
Yeah, too bad they don't have any pictures of the Pentagon when the airplane supposedly hit it, though.
What airplane?
They have pictures of the Pentagon, just not with any fucking airplane anywhere near it. But anyway, I'm going to go to Tony from Louisiana because I think he might be a first-time caller. Either that or I got short-term memory. What's up, dude? What's up, Tony?
What's up, Rob? How y'all doing today, buddy?
Awesome, man. Thanks for calling RVD Radio.
Oh, yeah, dude, awesome. I just wanted to tell y'all support you, Sabu, all the great matches y'all gave us. I did a little bit of wrestling down here in Louisiana, man. I just wanted to ask you, what was your favorite match that you ever did, bro?
That is a good question. My favorite match that I've ever did, I always say, here, I have to break it down like this. The most athletic match, which has been like the most that I got the most out of, would have been wrestling with Jerry Lynn. We had some fantastic, physically challenging, competitive bouts that were back and forth that I really enjoyed, and it, allowed me to challenge myself in such a way that no other match has. If somebody was going to watch one match out of my career to see, my style or how I did it, I'd want them to see that. But I've always grown, so I look back at that, and I look at the new RVD as being much better and improved. The match with John Cena, boom, that was the match that that was my crowning moment, not just because I got the belt, but because of everything involved in it, because it was ECW style on WWE stage. Because I brought back the ECW in order to cause this to happen. Otherwise, I never would have been in plans to be anywhere near that heavyweight championship belt. And because I got to do it my way. I mean, I got to change the playing ground so that I could accomplish what I needed to do and ended up on top. So for me, no doubt about it, those were some highlights. What about you, Sabu? You got a favorite match when people ask you to name it?
I haven't had it yet.
Ooh, I like that answer, too.
Yeah.
What about you, Officer X?
I was going to say, I think personally, man, ever since WWE took over of ECW, man, ECW is just not the same, never will be the same again. When y'all had it, when y'all did it, it was just off the hook. I mean, y'all was putting y'all bodies out there every night just going off. And now it's like, I don't know what's going on with it today. I mean, I give all props to wrestlers. I support them 100%, but there'll never be another ECW. Never.
Yeah, no doubt about it, unfortunately. Although, maybe there'll be something as cool someday, that'll be cool like the old ECW was, but made today with some kind of new angle behind it. I don't know. If so, I'll probably be part of it because I'm pretty cool.
Oh, you bad, man. You 420 all the way.
Hell yeah.
RVD, motherfucker!
That's it. But I just wanted to call
awesome, dude. So, listen, don't let fear run your life. Hey, Tim, you're still on the phone. I didn't even realize that, did you? That's awesome.
Hell yeah, brother. I was waiting. I wanted to let him get his stuff in before I said my goodbye to you because I got to head off to the show. But I was going to ask you, unfortunately, what if you lived in a town that was named Fear? Because then you would live in fear.
Ooh.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, that's one to ponder, I guess. I would probably not like it. Yeah, okay.
I wish
anybody
I
that lives
figure out
in a town called Fear, get stuck out of there.
That's right. Fear, Arkansas. You guys very, very unhappy people. All right, brother. Have a great night. Good talking to you guys. Sabu. Peace out.
All right, man. Talk to you soon. That's Tim Chismar from Championship Comedy. And thank you, Tony from Louisiana, for calling, dude. Got a lot of callers, so I'm going to try and go on to somebody else. And then, as I said, Bret Hart's going to be on tonight, but I think I have to call him and give him the number. Hey, can you do that, baby? What? Will you call Bret and give him the number? The bottom number is the one to call. Okay. Cool. So we'll see if we can get Bret on. In the meantime, I know some of you are waiting to call to talk to Bret. That's why I'm not putting you on right away, because you'll go, dude, I don't want to talk to you. But who knows, man? I'm going to go to Dario from Chicago for a quick second. What's up, Dario?
Hey, what's good, Rob?
Dude, everything's good, man. Life is wonderful. I'm stoked, and we decided to do this show at the last second. Glad we did, man. I'm having fun. These shows are fun.
Yeah, man, it's always good to hear from you, man.
Yeah, so Dario, we're talking about fear. This is something that spiritually you need to grasp in order for growth, and also really just to function. You know how many people have fear of just being out in public? Fear of, whether they're giving public speeches or whether they're just walking, down the sidewalk to get to work. Some people have a fear of just being out, and living with that constant fear has to totally suck balls. Me, I really don't fear much at all. I mean, you could tell me that a tornado's heading right for me, and I'd probably say, well, I'll believe it when I see it. I'm not telling you to be extreme like the exceptional RVD, but it's a huge part of all of our lives. And Dario from Chicago, I mean, I know you fear big snowstorms in the winter. I know you're fearing the future of our country like everybody else. If you got any personal thoughts, what are you thinking of when we say the word fear?
Well, I usually think about people just like stopping everything that they're doing and just living in fear. I mean, just like what they're doing in Mexico right now, because I went down there a couple months ago, and when they were telling you not to go there because you were going to get kidnapped or you were going to get killed by a cartel or some shit like that, but I was like, fuck it, I'm going. I mean, I don't want to. I'll take my chances.
Yeah, well, there you go. I mean, that's something. I mean, and obviously sometimes it can be the wrong decision, but yeah, when you suck it up and you say, fuck fear, I'm doing this, and quite literally that can be jumping out of an airplane with a parachute. It can be trying to slide down the hill with your skis or jump a ramp with your bike, or, it could be something easy like that you just have to, overcome the fear and, I think I can, that kind of thing. It can be fear that's just that you don't even know it's fear. Sometimes we are... Whoa, hold on. That was, all right. He's trying to get through. I'm going to put him through. Anybody that missed my last appearance on Geraldo, I'm going to play an audio clip from that. It's a little bit out of order. Somebody took it and switched it around. I don't know why. So it starts in the middle and then has the beginning, and then, I don't know. It's an edited version. It's all we could find. I tweeted, and I asked people to post the Geraldo appearance from Sunday, April 19th, and nobody has it. It's not on YouTube. It's fucking nowhere. And so many people, thank you, by the way, everybody, sent me links to my last interview on Geraldo at Large where we discussed Michael Phelps being busted with the water pipe. I already have that video. Please quit sending it, but thank you. The other day I was on Geraldo at Large discussing legalizing marijuana for the benefit of the economy, and that's what I have had a hard time getting a full clip of. I do have it on my DVR. I just don't know how to transfer it, or at least I didn't want to have to do that anyway. But basically, people that don't think that we should legalize marijuana for our economy, I believe it's out of fear. Fear was the tactic that we used in 1937 to outlaw marijuana. No one's ever died from it yet. they told people that everybody was smoking it, going crazy. It was taking over the high schools like this fucking swine flu, just spreading by the minute from student to student, and they were becoming promiscuous and violent, and everybody was afraid. Fear. Ooh, we can't let this reefer madness affect our lives. Well, guess what? Hey, Officer X, dude, are you calling us while you're on duty in the police car right now? That was an official police scanner I just heard, wasn't it? Come on. Dude, I love it when Officer X disappears and he's on some fucking discreet, covert mission. He's going to come back and tell us that he just stopped a robbery or something. We'll play his music.
I'm here. What's up?
Oh, I heard the scanner, dude. What's up? Do they need you on is there a 420 in progress?
Bro.
There's about to be.
I'm sure there is.
All right. So, Officer X, you made me lose my train of thought. I was talking about the fear. People are afraid of marijuana. It was fear tactics. Everybody, that's totally, people are still afraid. They've never gone back and studied and found out what marijuana can do. So people still say, no, we don't want to legalize it. They're afraid to look into it.
You know, this is rough, no matter what it is.
Yes.
People are always afraid of shit they don't know about.
Yes, they are. That's why I'm trying to help educate people on marijuana. I want to talk about that. I'm going to play this quick clip. It's only a minute and a half. Go piss if you have to, if you've already heard this. But, hey, remember when we used to play clips from RVD TV when we started this to plug that? What happened to that? That was so long ago. That was ancient. But here's the deal. And, yes, there will be a 420 in progress while this clip is playing. Sabu, we expect you to have a 420 in progress, too. I want to educate the people on the facts. I had all these numbers for Geraldo about what marijuana, what we waste. We waste anywhere between $15 and $40 billion annually to fight marijuana. That includes all the bullshit lies and pamphlets that we put out, and of course the jail time and clogging up the court systems and all the bullshit jobs where we employ these assholes to go and shoot and kill people or arrest them and take their herb. On the other hand, marijuana brings in an estimated $35 billion a year to the United States right now. That's about how much is generated, they guesstimate. We don't want any of that money, $35 million. We want to leave that on the black market and funding the Mexican war. We want to fucking leave that to the drug dealers that Prohibition gave jobs to. We don't want to use that money towards something good. And people say, well, no, it'd be stupid to legalize it. You don't think people are already smoking? 50%, well, 43% actually of American adults say they've tried it. It's the #1 fucking cash crop in the country. Eradicating it is not an option. They've been trying that for 70, 80 years. It does not fucking work. Here's me on Geraldo at Large.
Thank you.
We're talking about America's #1 cash crop.
Yeah, I just said
completely unregulated and untaxed. Let's take that money out of the streets. We're putting it into the black market that Prohibition created, and let's put that in the right hands where we can use it with our government by taxing and regulating it. Half of Americans say that they've tried smoking anyway. This is a huge business, and to just liken it to other drugs is really just a ploy to alter the conversation and to detour it away from what we're talking about.
But back to the subject at hand, of course. You've always had people who say, oh, legalize and tax marijuana. They have all these wonderful promises of the finances. It's the same thing we've seen with lotteries. It's the same thing we see with legalizing other things. And they don't count the social cost. They say, well, government can make money. How about the families that are damaged by legalizing another way for people to get high? We've made a lot of progress in the last few years. In the last 10 years, each year, the teenage use of marijuana has declined. It's now 30% below the level that it was 10 years ago. Now's not the time to reverse course. Whether you want to legalize drugs, marijuana, prostitution, you name it, the same Harvard economist that put that report out also wrote an article that said he doesn't just want to legalize marijuana, he wants to legalize drugs generally.
Okay.
So let's not just talk about the toll on government, let's talk about the toll on society.
Wow, is that the way it ends?
That's not how it ends.
That's not how it ends. All right, well, anyway, fuck that guy. All right, listen, he's talking about social costs. What he means is misinformed family members and people at work giving you shit over using pot. That's a social cost. Fucking educate them. That's an easy answer to that. And, again, he doesn't have any argument against pot, so he tries to liken it to other drugs and tries to confuse you. You say, hey, why don't we legalize pot? He says, oh, we don't want people driving around on heroin and on coke. No, we're not talking about that, asshole. We're talking about marijuana. Stick to the subject, which I couldn't get him to do. So anyway, they cut me off a lot. I didn't have much time to speak, but I got some good points out, and I will continue to do that as I have become Geraldo's go-to man when it comes to the discussion of marijuana. So people are afraid. It's fear. People just want to, they're afraid of what would happen if you legalize marijuana. Do you know when they legalized alcohol back in 1934, they had so much more work to do? They had to actually, they had to change the Constitution. That's not required to legalize marijuana. Constitutionally, we're already protected there. So all we need is the majority of the people to vote for it. Okay, so fear keeps it out. Obviously, I talk a lot about marijuana. We won't make this whole subject about that. However, being on Geraldo at Large on Fox News is a pretty big deal. So you guys got to give it up to me and allow me to comment on that. And I'd love to hear anyone's opinion on it, too. I would love for a platform to debate the marijuana issue. I would love 30 minutes to debate somebody, because I have never, ever heard an intelligent opposition, ever. I've never heard an intelligent point made on the argument. Are you using the speakerphone? I always use the speakerphone, Nikki. Nikki, you've interrupted me, so I request that you come on and talk to me now live on the air. If you've got something...
Hello.
Hi, radio producer Nikki. How are you?
Hi. I'm so glad you're back on the air. I've been missing you guys so much.
Dude, it's been a minute, huh?
It's just been way too long.
I know. Well, my schedule's been crazy and unpredictable lately, so, I'm glad we got this one in, though. You were asking me if I muted everybody. Hey, I don't know. They're all muted, aren't they?
I know. I was weird.
Dude, that is weird. Let's unmute Officer X.
Yay.
Let's unmute Sabu.
Get him.
Let's unmute, Who else? Who else did we have live? Well, since we got you unmuted, Blog Talk Radio producer Nikki, let's talk about fear. Do you have some kind of fear that's like so big that it actually causes issues in your life and maybe keeps you from having a full quality?
I'm really, really, really afraid to fly.
You really are? So, you're in Arizona now and you're from Massachusetts. Obviously, you go through it, though.
Of course, I have to, because I'm not, it doesn't keep me from doing it, but it's very stressful for me. I just can't stand it. I still do it, which I'm very proud of myself for, but I hate it.
Well, hey, we're proud of you, too. Good job, Nikki. Let's give her a round of applause, baby. Hey, Nikki. Hey, so, are you one of those people that is sitting at the airport bar, pouring sweat, slamming down shot after shot, getting fucked up?
No, you can't do that anymore. So I'll take a beer. I'll have one beer and then one shot, and that's all you can have.
Ooh, you know your limit. That's cool. Wow.
Yep.
See, that would make my job very hard if I had to drink every time I got on a flight, because obviously I fly a lot. You seen that reality show where they actually come to get you while you're in the bar, excuse me, Miss Blog Talk Radio producer Nikki Starr, I want to let you know your flight leaves in 10 minutes. They don't do that shit.
No, not at all.
They do it on that show, though. Have you seen that show, Robin Big?
I have not.
You know what?
It's our new addiction.
It's our new, using the word addiction the way everyone else does, not in its literal sense, yes.
Yes.
We love that show, and I ignored it for the longest time.
For what, 5 seasons now?
And we caught on to it, and we watched the marathon all day long. It's so fucking entertaining. I couldn't believe it. So watch it. If you find Robin Big, it's just good. It's fucking good. Positive energy, good feel, and it's good shit. That's good shit. I wish RVD TV had a budget in time like Rob and Big do.
You'll get it. Let me ask you this, okay? So I have claustrophobia really bad, too. So
okay. Well, you know.
That's probably why she can't fly.
Hopefully you won't get thrown into the trunk of a car, because that would be the worst.
I know, it is. I have been. No, I'm just kidding.
How about elevators? How about elevators? They freak you out?
I don't like them at all.
Yeah. I don't get claustrophobic, although I think if I was underwater, I would. If I knew that I couldn't make it to the top if something was to happen. Like if I was in a submarine or a scuba gear at the bottom and I couldn't make it to the top, you know, because I was too far down, I would get what I would call claustrophobic.
Yes.
Yes. But I'm a superhero, so that hopefully that makes everybody else feel better about themselves. I want you to feel better about yourself. Do you feel better about yourself?
Are you talking to me?
I was, but I'm not anymore because you didn't talk to Michael Porter from California. Thanks for calling RVD Radio. How are you today?
RVD, it's great hearing you back on the air again, my friend.
Yes, sir. Great to be back on with Sabu. I got to call Justin McCully, too. I'm going to text him. Bret Hart is hopefully calling any minute now. I talked to him a couple hours ago, and maybe even that calls him. I'm waiting for Nikki to give me the info. And, we got SVD. We got Officer X in the hizzy. So you had Fonzie. Hey, Fonzie's supposed to call, too, right, Officer X?
Yeah, he said he was going to call right at 9.
Right at 9. We're almost there. Everybody get ready. Start the drum roll. We need some Fonzie music. So you had Fonzie on your show, isn't that right?
Yeah, it was great because he was on for nearly 2 hours on Wrestle Shoot. We've had a lot of comments on it, and
no one's got more stories than Fonzie. I love picking his brain.
Oh God, he was absolutely fantastic, and. You know,
he is a cool motherfucker.
Oh yeah,
I only keep the best company, right, Sabu?
Well, not only that, but he agreed to do the show just like 2 days before he was actually on. You know, it was basically the last minute, and he was fantastic about it. And I know that you tried to call in, but Blog Talk Radio was having problems with their phone lines on Sunday.
That's right, Daddy.
And so I'm sorry I missed your call. I think Fonzie would have got a kick out of you calling in.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I was looking forward to it, but...
That's right, Daddy.
Was some other time. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, well, he told me he would come back on.
What?
He told me that he would come back on Wrestle Shoot for another time, so that would be great.
That would be great. So, listen, Michael Porter, I need you to focus for a second here.
Yes, sir.
I need you to focus on today's subject of fear, because I know you're in tune with the spirit of the show. You always are. You always know exactly what we talk about, and I know you got something in mind that you want to share with us, and I can't wait to hear what it is. Are you talking about something of your personal experience or just something you know about life? What is it?
Well, as you know, I'm also a cancer survivor. You know, so I don't necessarily fear death anymore because I am a survivor, but it's just the way that I may meet the end. I do not want to burn, and I do not want to drown.
Either one of those would suck. There's a lot of sucky ways to die, I believe, and those are definitely among them, yes. So basically, you've had to accept that, we're all here on limited time anyway. You shouldn't take life so seriously because nobody gets out alive anyway. But you, when you're facing death and someone actually gives you a timetable and says, hey, this might be coming up like you can see the near future, without you, that kind of changes your perspective. And because you've been through that, you now are not, as you say, afraid to die.
No, I'm not afraid, but I don't want it to happen either.
Right,
at least not in the immediate future.
Yeah, there's worse things in life than dying.
Yes, it would be living in fear, so to speak.
Yeah.
But
I think also from your fear.
I fear fear. Yeah, I can agree with that. But
I fear failure. That's one of the things that I'm afraid of. Not on a huge level where I'm like schizo and need medicine over it or whatever, but that's like a lot of people ask about before a match about, you know, do I get nervous? And most of my nerves at that point come from my fear of failing, letting myself down, whether it's something physical, like, you know, like I stretch really, really, really good. I'm thinking, man, what if you know, I wasn't loose enough and my legs slipped when I jump up on the top rope. It's been forever, but I have done it. It's been a long, long, long time in between, but I've, you know, and that's part of being a self-perfectionist, you know, that drives me. But mostly I get afraid that I'm going to be what we call blown up. I'm afraid I'm going to be winded, because that's the worst when you're trying to perform, but you're sucking air. I'm usually
especially
good
when you have a 15 or 20-minute match coming up.
Well, let's say you got a 20-minute match. Let's say you haven't slept in a couple days. Let's say you just traveled overseas. Let's say you're sick and congested. Let's say whatever, you know, you're not feeling good. There's so many factors, and none of it matters when you go through those curtains, because they want to see the whole fucking show. You know what I mean? They want to see Sabu, the Sabu that's in their mind, you know, the Sabu that they think has been waiting 2 months to come to their town. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You know, one of the things I always, you know, it's not really a fear, it's more of a nervousness, because every time I have a wrestle shoot, I am nervous so much that I have to go to the bathroom all the time. I have trouble sleeping the night before because I want the show to go well. And it always seems to go well, you know, because I have great guests, present company included.
I'm actually going to the bathroom right now.
Oh. Tinkle, tinkle, little star.
Yeah. Hey, Sabu, let's go shit in Dave's sink.
Hey, Sabu, do you fear sleeping over at Dave's house again?
Sabu. Hey, do I have him on mute? Sabu, can you talk to us? Oh, no, I lost Sabu. He's not even on there.
Fuck.
Oh, man, Sabu. I think we lost him. We got to get him again, because I wanted to talk about this situation, but I want to talk to Sabu about it. Here, send Sabu the number again, would you, baby? All right, so when he comes back, I'll get back to what I wanted to talk about there. But all right, so yeah, Mike, appreciate you sending the Kellogg's boxes with Michael Phelps on the cover. I took some awesome pictures of me eating a bowl of buds next to the Kellogg's box for this article I wrote for Cannabis Culture.
You got to send that to me, man. You got to send that to me.
Yeah, I think I will. All right, cool.
And I got your piece of mail today. Thank you so much.
You got it. So let's see, man. We've talked about a lot of shit on the show, and so far we haven't mentioned it, but since we haven't done RVD Radio in a little bit, let's, and I actually have a caller right now that I don't know who it is yet or if they want to be on, but they're in the 813 area code. Oh, that's probably going to be Fonzie. Fucking A. I'm just waiting for Nikki to what's the word I'm looking for? Confirm that that's Fonzie. Anyway, Tampa, Fonzie. Anyway, guys, Test passed away 2 days before our trip. I'm pretty sure. Have I had a trip? Yeah, we did have a fucking show since we went back from France. So we must have talked about Test. He passed away 2 days before the trip. That's right. We had the jet lag show that was supposed to be an hour and took 2 hours to show. So I guess we've already been there, man. All right, fuck. Well, then I'm going to tag my manager. What's up, Fonzie Daddy?
Hey, it's all you, RVD.
Thanks for calling in, man. How you been?
I've been sweet, Daddy.
Awesome. Right on. So have we. We just,
what's the topic tonight?
We're going to do a show until, like, today, and boom! Here we are. Fonzie, we had Sabu on, but I lost him. I don't know what happened. Something weird happened with the switchboard, and we've recovered, but Bret Hart's supposed to be calling pretty soon. What's the deal? We don't know what's up with Bret. Well, hopefully he does. He said he. Okay. So anyway, Fonzie, have you gotten in touch with? Have you hooked up with some of this swine flu that's been going around, man? I hear it's the shit.
No. Fortunately, I've been smooth sailing. No flu for me, Daddy. Everybody in Tampa's pretty leveled out. We've had no signs of it, but it's all over the news, you know. I don't want to go to Mexico or Southern California or anything like that, but, you know, hopefully it passes.
People are going crazy over it. Sabu has rejoined us. Sabu, say what up to Fonzie.
Hey, Fonzie, what's up?
Muchy.
Fonzie, you know Sabu.
Oh, yeah. Suicidal, homicidal.
Fucking hey. Yeah. Hey, so Fonzie, man, we're talking about a whole bunch of crap. Did you see me on Geraldo, by the way, last Sunday?
You know I did, and you were great, Daddy.
Dude, I know my shit, man. There's some subjects that I will stand and take a debate on, and that is one of them. That Herman Munster-looking motherfucker that Geraldo had on had no argument whatsoever.
No, he couldn't come back. He was talking about prostitution, hardcore drugs, and everything, and he kept saying, hey, we're talking about marijuana. We're not talking about prostitutes. We're not talking about AIDS. We're not talking about heroin. We're talking about pot.
Exactly. The P to the O to the T, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. So cool.
Yeah, he was stumbling.
Yeah. Fuck that guy. I need a platform to be able to debate somebody, and it'll happen. The RVD TV DVD, which features Friends in High Places, the reoccurring segment where I get together with some of my friends. I've done it with Sabu. Not you yet, Fonzie, but I get together and we talk about shit, just like we are here. We talk about subjects. That's going to get out. The DVD is going to come out, and thousands of people are going to see it compared to the limited number that get to watch it at robvandam.com via membership now. But the DVD street date now is May 12th. It's been changed a couple times. Don't know why. I guess I do know why, but I'll just keep telling you the new date. But it looks like May 12th. It's going to hit the stores, so we look forward to that. Fonzie, I got you on an episode of RVD TV when we're outside of your house down there in Florida, and you gave me your shoes.
Sweet, Daddy. I cut a little promo for you.
Yeah, you did. You were showing your abs. You were flexing. Yeah, we got it all. We got it all. And we look forward to shooting some more stuff. So tonight's subject, Fonzie, besides a bunch of current shit we're talking about, hey, let me ask you this. Has anybody, Officer X, listen to this too, and Sabu, because Sabu's back like a motherfucker. Have any of you seen this commercial with Larry Zbyszko trying to sell this muscle building shit?
No. Fonzie hasn't seen it.
Sabu, no?
Oh, I haven't.
All right. Anybody in the chat room? I caught this the other night, like 3 in the morning. There's some metamorphosis or something like that. Metamorpho muscle. Meta bullshit morph. It's some kind of fucking supplement stuff, and they got Larry Zbyszko sponsoring it. And he stands there and he says something about in all my years I've lost way too many of my friends because they do steroids. And then you zoom out and he's standing in a fucking cemetery and he says, that's bullshit. It doesn't need to be, people don't need to take steroids anymore because here's metamorpho muscle bullshit. And I got so hot because what a sellout motherfucker. My first thought is, wait a second, did this guy not see the movie Bigger, Stronger, Faster? Because, and that's just one side, that's a documentary, but wait a second, if there's 3 people a year that have deaths attributed to steroids, which of those 3 are Larry's close friends, you know? But then I started really thinking about it, and I'm like, you know, the only fucking athlete or the only person ever that anyone has said really died from it, although it's debatable. They debated on Bigger, Stronger, Faster, and they say no, it was more of a growth hormone, a growth tumor in his brain. Lyle Alzado. Lyle Alzado was long rumored, you know, to have died of steroids. I'm like, what the fuck? Was Larry and him friends? Then I went, oh, fuck, they were friends. They were friends because I remember watching the show when I was a kid called Learning the Ropes where fucking Lyle Alzado was the dad, like a family man. It was a sitcom, and he happened to be a pro wrestler as a job. And Larry Zbyszko was on there, Tommy Rogers, I think Nick Bockwinkel, the AWA stars, And sometimes it would show him at work, and I was like, fuck, I guess, okay, so he's got one friend that died. Maybe that's way too many. But I got to go watch that again because he definitely implies that wrestlers are dying of steroids. And I was offended. I thought he was a sellout because that's not the case.
Maybe it was Metamucil he was pushing.
That metal, that stuff he's pushing.
Yeah.
They give it to TNA wrestlers. That's why he's pushing it.
TNA wrestlers?
They give it to them. To help promote their product.
Is Larry down there in TNA?
Yeah.
Okay. See, I didn't know that either. Hey.
Yeah, when I was there, they gave us all kinds of supplements and all kinds of shit. And so that's why Larry is pushing it. It's probably because he's pushing it, for one, for a paycheck, and two, TNA promotes it also.
Oh, hey, Google this, baby. Larry, Larry Zbyszko, which I think is, Z-A-B?
No, Z-Y-B.
Z-Y-B.
I-S-C-O.
I don't know.
That's where the Y is, man. It's Z-A-B-Y-S-K-O, isn't it?
I don't know.
Something like that.
Chat room, somebody, Larry Zbyszko. No? Anyway, I want to see...
Did you see Playboy Buddy Rose died today?
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up, too. Playboy Buddy Rose, you didn't know him, baby, because I didn't know him. I believe I shook his hand once or twice. Oh, wow, it's Z-B-Y... Fuck. Is it really? Okay. Mike Usnick knows. Z-B-Y-Z-K-O. That's fucking Zbyszko. Sabu, did you know Playboy Buddy Rose?
Was I what?
Did you know Playboy Buddy Rose?
Yes, I did.
You did, okay. And you know that he passed away?
No, I didn't. When did he die?
Officer X, fill him in.
Yesterday.
He died yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh, my God, how?
They said natural cause. They found him at home. He was 56 or something.
Yeah, he was pretty out of shape, so I'm sure that it wasn't steroids. I guarantee that.
No. It's funny you say that, Sabu, because I was talking to Backlund tonight, and he really thought highly of Playboy Buddy Rose. And he said for a guy who really wasn't in shape, he worked his ass off in the ring, and he was great to work with.
Oh, he was fantastic to be around and to work with. And considering his weight and all that, he was great.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said it was real light, and just a pleasure to be around.
Yeah, he was a hell of a guy. I had no idea he died. I feel bad now.
Yeah, so someone told me that he had a heart attack. Was that not you, Officer X?
Yeah, I think that's what it might have said on the internet, but that would make sense.
Someone, right. Oh, no, I know who it was, actually. It was a friend of mine, a wrestling promoter, said that he heard it was a heart attack, and, I didn't know the guy. Like I said, I think I met him once or twice.
Well, I've seen him probably 2 or 3 months ago, and he was about 400 pounds, bigger than I ever seen him.
Wow. And what, like in his mid-50s, or how old is this guy?
Early
56,
50s.
it said.
56?
Okay.
That's what I thought I heard.
I thought early 50s. Mid-50s sounds all right.
Fonzie, you got a Playboy Buddy Rose story?
Yes, I do.
Give it up, man. You gotta share. We're all about sharing here.
That's right. Well, he was in New York working for Vince, and I think he had some type of drug problem. It might have been cocaine. So Vince called Eddie Graham and said, "Hey, look, one of my boys has a drug problem. I want to send him down to rehab, and I send him to Florida." And that was a big mistake by Vince because at the time, Florida was on fire with cocaine. Oh, my God. It was on every corner. It was, flown in like Mexico bringing it into Texas. I mean, tons of it. And he lasted about 6 months down here, and he just took off. He left the state of Florida, crawled his hands and knees because the drugs were more prominent down here than up there. So, but eventually he did beat the drug problem, and he was a great guy, and when he was here, he had 3 beagles, dogs, and it was like his kids. And I remember at a Thanksgiving dinner, I went over to his apartment to check him out and say hello to him, and he had all the dogs at the table eating Thanksgiving dinner with bibs on and their plate of turkey and stuff. And like Sabu said, he was a hell of a talent in the ring. He was a great guy outside the ring, nice guy. But he was overweight. You know, he had a gimmick that he weighed 217 pounds, but he was actually 317 or whatever. But last time I saw him, he was huge.
Yeah, he was huge when I seen him a couple
But
years ago.
yeah, but great guy. God bless him. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
And I hated to bring up the drug thing, but that's my story because they sent him down. He was a big talent, getting over in New York, but somehow he, you know, fell into the cocaine phase, and I couldn't get out of it. When they sent him down here, he got into it more, but.
Yeah, okay. And I don't think Playboy Buddy Rose ever tried the Morphoplex Extreme. I don't think so. That would have got him in shape like Larry Zbyszko. Morphoplex Extreme, I guess what that is. So thank you for that, Matt Denton. Cool, dude. Well, yeah, thanks for sharing that, Fonzie. I don't have anything to share about him, you know, but a lot of people are touched. A lot of people knew him, and he was, Playboy Buddy Rogers was one of the first WWE champions. So since I don't know either one of them, sometimes in my head I get it mixed up. Playboy Buddy Rose, Playboy Buddy Roberts, Playboy, I don't know, there's been a few guys, you know, that have names like that. I get it mixed up in my head because I don't know them. Either one.
Yeah, but he's out of Portland, Oregon. He worked for Don Owens, got his start there, was a big star when the territories were the territories. He was a big star, and
he kind of looked like Dusty Rhodes, but fatter.
Yeah.
Right, okay, yeah, so that's, I'm pretty sure. Didn't he job sometimes for WWE, like WWF, like in the 80s?
He might have, but he was in the middle, and then he had a little break on top. So he wasn't a job guy at all.
Not even.
Unless Vince gave him the test, you know, do some jobs on TV, but he was more in the middle and upper card.
Right on.
Yeah, he was
right on. Huh. Okay.
They used to do the thing. Wait. They used to do the thing when they announced him. They go, weighing in at 315 pounds. He goes, no.
Oh, yes.
15 pounds.
I remember that. I love that. That was hilarious.
Yeah,
dude, I think when I was watching it, though, Fonzie, I think he was just jobbing at that time to, like, Butch Reed, Natural Butch Reed, when he was getting his big push. I think he gorilla pressed him, and I was real impressed that he hit his finish in gorilla press, Playboy Buddy Rose. I remember that. And around that time, anyway, when they would do those quick matches. But yeah, dude, I used to love that. That was hilarious. I didn't say, I didn't say that about his weight. Hell yeah. So all right, man. Fear, Daddy. We're talking about fear, Fonzie. I'm glad you don't fear RVD Radio and you call in all the time.
I love RVD Radio.
This is something that happened. It was at the Supreme Court. This fucking girl suing the school that actually went so far looking for drugs. They strip searched her. You heard about this?
Yeah, I was on national news. I came up with CNN and Fox News and all that. Yeah, and that was a little too much, and the girl was very young, too. So, I mean, a teenager, 12, 13, 14 years old.
Yeah, she was traumatized, embarrassed. The school defended
and they found no drugs.
Not just drugs, but she was suspected of having prescription-strength ibuprofen.
Yeah, that ain't shit.
Let me explain this to everybody because we have a lot of pills, go pass in front of our eyes or our hands in the wrestling business. Let me explain this the way I explained it to my wife so she would understand how asinine this is, okay? What, baby?
Nothing, go ahead.
Okay. I'm sorry, I was interrupted. Sonya, let me explain. I just said let me explain the way I explained it to you. Okay, so here's how asinine this is, okay? Ibuprofen, which you buy over the counter, you can buy it off the shelf anywhere. It comes in 200 milligram pills, okay? If you put two of those together, now you have 400 milligrams of ibuprofen. If that is in one pill instead of two, it's prescription strength. That is the only fucking difference. Sometimes you get 800 milligram, which is like 4 ibuprofens in your hand. My chiropractor tells me to take 4 of those at a time when when I have an injury or something. That is prescription strength. The only difference is you're taking 1 pill, and if you take more than, and by the way, if you look at the bottle of ibuprofen, it'll tell you to take 1 or 2 pills, It'll tell you to take prescription strength, but because it's 2 pills, it's considered okay. If it's 1 pill, now the pharmaceutical companies can put a patent on it and fucking make money off your ass. So that's how stupid it is. This girl, accused of having prescription strength ibuprofen, would have been the same thing as having a jar of regular ibuprofen as far as what she had. The reason people don't think about that? Fear. People are afraid. They hear drugs. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, if they heard there was drugs, they got to do what they can to make that right. There can't be any drugs. Fuck drugs. Ooh, drugs. Get them out of my life. Ridiculous. Totally uncalled for. The girl, she was so embarrassed that she fucking went to the Supreme Court. And I hope that that the teacher fucking gets a ruler on the knuckles. Travis from New York. What's up, dude? You're an RVD TV watcher, huh?
Yes, I am, Rob Van Dam.
Sweet, I appreciate that. How you liking the episodes?
I like them just fine. They're pretty good.
What's your name a favorite? Throw it out. Put you on the spot right now. What's one of the favorite ones that pops out? If you've seen any of the 70 episodes that we've got now in the archives.
I actually don't remember too much because I haven't seen one in a really long time. So.
Aha! I knew it. Dude, do you have fear?
Yes, I do. I have fear.
Okay, I'm going to back off, dude. So thanks for calling in, and you sound like maybe you had something planned that you wanted to say.
He fears the Rufo brothers.
I have some questions. I do have one to ask.
Well, you can ask me or Sabu or SVD or our official officer of the law, Officer X, Bret Hart. Waiting for him to call back. He might have just passed out. He might be sleeping. I don't know. We can only speculate, and that's silly to speculate because who knows, But anyway, we may or may not hear from Bret in the next half hour, but we will do our best to answer your question, Travis.
All right. RVD?
Yes, sir. That's me.
I have a question for you.
RVD, motherfucker!
That's right, Daddy.
What is it like in a ladder match, knowing that you might have to take a fall?
That's right, Daddy.
It's something that I feel for the most part I feel comfortable with. If I'm super high up, I mean the ladders are 8 feet, 12 feet, I think 15 feet sometimes. And obviously, when you're falling from that high, you want to make sure that you land right. I trust my athletic ability enough to where I think if I fell from that high, I would be able to twist most likely the right way to be okay, and probably knock the wind out of me, hurt for a few minutes, but that's cool. I'm all right with that. I have more fear, if we can call it that, of the ladder moving when I want to jump off it. To push off the ladder to do a jump like the 5-star frog splash, you really have to kick back. And when you kick back, especially with big horse legs like RVD's, there is a concern that the ladder itself could move and could end up in the 5th row, and I could end up on my face. I did that one time in a ladder match with Eddie Guerrero, and I learned after that to be very careful of that in the future.
Yeah. I have another question.
Okay.
You made an appearance at the Royal Rumble this year. Is there any chance that you'll be coming back to the WWE anytime soon?
There is a chance that I'll be coming back. I don't have any plans of it in the near future, which would fall into soon. But basically, the reason that I'm not there is by my choice. They would like very much for RVD to be there. And I got tired of traveling every single day, because that's basically what you do. With little exception, you're almost traveling like every single day, and every week, every month, every year, and eventually, you don't want to keep doing that. You feel like there's other things you might want to do. At least that's how I felt. So I took a break, and I'm still on that break. So right now I'm not ready to go back to traveling every single day. It is possible that, if I talk to them and we did some kind of limited time kind of thing, or maybe life could change unexpectedly, before I know it. But otherwise, as I said, I've got no plans of returning, but I definitely want to keep that door open.
All right.
Yeah, what about you, Sabu? Any chance we'll be seeing you in WWE anytime soon?
I would have to say no.
Fonzie, Daddy?
If Vince gave me a call, I would definitely give him an answer within 24 hours. And economically, I'd probably go to work for him. But like the traveling, I've been so laid back and so used to picking and choosing and relaxing around Tampa Bay, Daddy. It's hard to leave this, but
right.
The economy being off beat, I could definitely use a couple $100,000 in my pocket.
Yeah, well, also as far as like laying around, like you're talking about.
That's right, Daddy.
That also helps. It helped me a lot anyway with the burnout, because I was so burnt out.
Hey, I gotta call you back. This car just hit a fucking fall. Let me go.
Oh, all right, Officer X to the duty. Hey, try and leave your phone on so we can hear someone crying. I'm just joking. That'd be bogus. Someone's fucked up. Someone's day just got totally fucked. Yeah. So I was just going to say something about the travel. Boom, boom. Tag, Sabu, tag me. Lost.
Yeah, we were saying the traveling was killing us. The money was good, but the traveling, and I'm laid back in Florida. It took me so long to unwind. I was on the road about 20 to 22 years, pretty solid, 6 to 7 days a week for years and years, and it took me almost a year just to unwind, even after ECW, just working the weekends,
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, was I do feel a little more unwound now. Where I was so burnt out, I had anxieties about being away from home. This last trip I did in France for AWR, it was good, and I felt like, the burnout had worn off. At the end of the tour, I was all right. I was like, we can go home today or not. I was good to go, and so that was good to know too, knowing that there was an end. With WWE, there's no end, but that's a good thing about Fonzie, man. He's always ready to go. He's just like, boom, he's got so much energy. He's like a little puppy, like ready to go, and you can count on him like that, and that's why I always like working with you, Fonzie, because I can be like, boom, Fonzie, I need this. You go be like, boom, all right, Daddy, let me see. Here's what I'm going to do, and you're just like always on your toes, motherfucker. Matt Denton from England. Cheers, brother.
Hey, Rob, how you doing?
I'm doing fucking great. I'm the whole fucking show. You know that.
Well, yes, I do.
RVD, motherfucker!
Hello?
Hey, dude, you got Sabu on the line, Matt Denton. You got SVD. Officer X had to take an emergency break. We got Fonzie and a shitload of people waiting to talk behind you, apparently, too. So what's going on, dude? Thanks for calling from England.
It's all awesome.
Oh. Right on, man. So, look, you, if I'm not mistaken, I know you call here a lot in support. You sent me this.
Hello?
Oh, man, I think I hear Officer X in the background.
Officer X, are you back, dude?
Am I still on the line?
No, false alarm. Officer X is not back. You almost made me play his music, dude. That was a nice try. April Fool's has come and gone. So, cheers, Matt Denton. We're talking about fear tonight, dude. We used to have a show called Fear Factor, and when I was with WWE, they actually wanted me to be on Fear Factor. You might have seen the episode that I turned down. Both Hardy Boys were on it. I think maybe Lita might have been on it. Officer X is gone. He wants to plug an appearance with Lita, and I was totally giving him a transition. But anyway, I didn't want to be on that show because I knew when it came to the part where you got to eat gross stuff, like fucking fried pig testicles and ape shit. I knew I would lose. I don't have a strong stomach for that. And in fact, I'm actually a picky eater. Like I can't, I've had a hard time being on the road a lot of times because I don't adapt well. I kind of try and stick to the meat and potatoes or whatever I can find that I like. And if I eat something that I don't normally eat, even if it doesn't make much more sense that it should be any grosser, like duck instead of chicken or a baby cow instead of an adult cow, just because it's out of my realm, I'm like, ew, like a little kid. I feel like I'm going to throw up.
No, I'm good with that stuff.
Okay, hey, does that make me gay?
Yes. Of course it makes you gay.
Kiss me, I'll tell you.
Nice. So, anyway, fear, dude, fear factor. You could fear Joe Rogan. What do you fear, dude?
I fear a lot of things.
I know, but what do you fear that you want to share with the RVD Radio audience?
Okay, I fear walking out the door in case I get stabbed.
Wait, in case you get stabbed?
Well, you live in the hood?
Basically, yeah.
Wow, okay, well, shit. We have Sabu, we have a really good friend from the past that fucking got fucking poked like a piñata. I don't know, man. They fucking stuck it to him like 20-some times, right, Pee-wee?
15 times.
15 times. A couple times in the head, his lungs. They left him for dead. This was, I don't know. Well, fuck it. It's not that personal. It's our friend. This was Pee-wee, the referee from the old ECW. Last year, maybe the year before, hard to say how time flies. This motherfucker was trying to go home, and someone snuck up behind him and fucking shafted him with the knife. So automatically, Matt Denton, you make me think of Pee-wee.
No, the ice pick, though.
What's that?
They're stabbing with an ice pick.
Does that make him gay?
No. He's gay.
Oh, baby. Yeah, so Matt Denton, you're afraid to leave because you might get stabbed?
Yep.
You sounded like you had something else on your mind, too. Am I right?
Actually, yes, I do. SVD brought up a point earlier about crowd speaking.
About what?
Crowd speak.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. It's all about confidence. Seriously, I learned about this last year. I was put on the spot to go up and speak again to 20 people I barely knew, and I froze up, started shaking like a bitch. And about a week later, my confidence went straight to the fucking moon, and I could speak in front of them without shaking up and freezing up. So it's all about confidence, in my opinion.
That's the key, is confidence. I'll keep that in mind, but I still just hate to talk to them.
Dude, I hate to talk to people who have a bunch of static on their phone. Is that your static, or is that me, Matt Denton?
No, that's.
I don't want to talk to these cocksuckers, but you have to.
Can you guys, you like that? Can you guys hear the static on the line, Sabu?
Yeah, I hear it.
Oh, Denton, stop moving, man. I think you're moving around, and you got either a shitty-ass cord or a cordless phone. Oh, he's on Skype. I don't even know what that means. Yeah, I just discovered Twitter. Take it easy.
No, it's my mic. It's a piece of shit. I need a new one.
Did Fonzie get disconnected and I'm just reconnecting him again?
Yeah.
Is that you, Daddy?
I'm trying to get back on.
Okay, you're back on now. I didn't notice.
Great.
Okay. Boom, boom. Matt Denton was just saying he's got static.
Yeah.
I can hear it. And also, I'm echoing a little bit. Everybody's echoing. You know what I mean?
I don't hear it myself.
Yeah, I hear it every time I speak.
Yeah.
Sabu's echoing. Everybody is, except for you, RVD.
There's nothing like that, penis breath.
Is that Joey C?
No, that's fucking the kid from E.T. E.T. Hey, I just switched phones just in case that's my phone echoing as I was accused of. Any better? No, right?
No difference.
Drew Barrymore. No, it's not Drew Barrymore. It's the kid, because it's the kid. She can't even speak. She's just a cute little girl in it. All right. Anyway, dude, it's this show, we got no Bret Hart, and I don't think Justin McCully is calling in either, because we'll call Justin is what we'll do. All right, Sonia, pick somebody. I got all these callers. Tell me who I should pick. Grab somebody.
Let's do Billy.
Billy, don't you lose. Billy, don't you lose my number. Mississippi.
I've got it saved right now.
Dude, you gotta, what you gonna add to RVD Radio show tonight?
I'm not scared of anything, man.
Wow. Oh. He's like the guy on that commercial where they're like, bulls straight up refuse to fight him. He's the world's most interesting man. Those commercials are annoying. Well, cool. I bet you'd fear Sabu if you were in the ring with him. Sabu.
Not at all.
Oh, okay. Cool. Hey, you know what? Masters is going to call in too.
Yeah, where's
Test Masters the number real quick, dude. Even though we got all these other callers, but wrestlers get through.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks for calling with your insanely brave courageousness, Billy B. You got anything else that you want to say on the show real quick? You got Sabu's attention, Fonzie, no Officer X.
Yeah, I was watching The Wrestler the other night on the DVD.
Yes.
And at the end of the credits, Sabu got a special thanks for some reason on there.
Hey, that's right. Sabu, you pointed that out when we were on the bus, right?
Yeah, I did.
Why do you get credit? What's up with that?
Because they stole a few of my stories.
Who would win, Sabu or Mickey Rourke?
What's that?
I said, who would win, Sabu or Mickey Rourke?
Of course I would.
Sabu, have you ever shit in anybody's sink?
Yes.
Hey, we gotta...
I'm shitting in my own sink right now.
So, while we were over in France, we all were in a hotel room, and Sabu, Chris Masters, myself, and Sonia, and we talked about fucking Dave DeFalco for the first half of the tour. We couldn't stop talking about him because he's such a character. And Masters called him while we were all in the room and subpoenaed him and said that we're taking him to Wrestler's Court for mistreatment of Sabu during his recent visit. So we've been wanting to do that show. I'm hoping maybe next week could be the week. I don't know, but I'm giving everybody the heads up. We have the original show where they argued about what happened to his plumbing, and Sabu had a huge list of charges of mistreatment of Dave for treating a house guest or even a human being, according to the charges. And so we were going to do that a couple weeks ago, and Masters went out of town to Australia. Motherfucker got back for a couple days from France and took right off to Australia. But he's back. Did you text Masters?
Yes, I did.
Masturbator. Might even hear from him. And anyway, he's back now, and schedule's been crazy with the wrong side of town, but we'll see if we know and ahead of time that we're going to do a show Wednesday, and then maybe we can do that, because it's going to be a huge, huge show. Very excited about that. So just a heads up for that. But we have footage. We have video footage of the entire phone conversation of him on speaker. We got last show, and we're going to have next show, and we're going to put it all together.
Harry / I agree. Dave is not a wrestler. He needs to go to Rat Court. That was what I said.
What do you think? What do you think about that, Sabu? Rat Court.
That's better.
That might be more. That might be more appropriate. I don't know.
I can be one of the judges. I'll call it right down the middle.
Dude, that's totally what we need, Fonzie. With all your years of experience as a referee, being an official, that's a great idea.
I can weigh it out.
I'm going to see if we can get some kind of advanced knowledge of what the fuck we're going to do next Wednesday, because that last episode where Sabu and Dave were arguing on the phone was the most downloaded episode we've had yet, and rightfully so. It's probably the most entertaining. Pretty funny shit. No pun intended. All right, maybe a little pun. And boom. So we're going to do it again. Okay, so back to the phone lines. Here is Tweety from Alabama. What a cute name. Hi, Tweety.
What's up?
Hey, she sounds cute too, like her name. I thought I was going to say, hi, Tweety, and then she's going to go, yeah, hi, it's Lindsay. All right, Tweety, what's going on? Thanks for calling RVD Radio. What up?
Not a lot. First of all, I want to say I had the honor of meeting you at Hooters in Birmingham after a Raw show. I got your autograph on a Hooters coaster. You told me my pen sucked because it was coming apart.
You know what? I don't. This is almost like almost like a power of mine, like a superpower offset, like something that balances being so cool. I kill pens. I don't know why, but people hand me pens that don't write to sign autographs or even just to sign the receipt, you know, on a credit card statement all the fucking time. That's part of my regular life is going, oh, this pen doesn't work. Here, try this one. Nope. What else you got? Try this one. I don't know why, but maybe I suck the energy out of the pens and somehow I recycle it because I'm green, pun intended, and earth-friendly. Oh, all right. But anyway, man, it's all about the yin and the yang, the balance, the power of the zen. Okay, Tweety, well, good to meet you in Hooters in Birmingham. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was. Also, I have another question. What has been your biggest rib that you have done to someone and received?
Oh, my God, a thought question. Well, I might need your help on this one, baby.
Okay.
The biggest rib that I've ever done on anybody and received. Because normally, I mean, I'm not known, like, in the dressing room as a ribber. That's someone in the dressing room usually that has bad taste. And
that's a lie, because you put icy hot on my eyes.
That was Sabu.
Yeah, I got to take credit for that one.
Okay.
Yeah. Fonzie was sleeping, and we put icy hot on his... Not on your eyes. You rubbed it on your eyes. Yeah, it was, though. It was all over everywhere, all over your face and stuff.
It was hot.
I just put it on his forehead, and he woke up and went it in his eyes. He goes, bad rib, bad rib.
Bad rib, Daddy, bad rib.
Yeah, I'll always remember that. Sorry, Daddy. When we were in France recently, there was this garbage can that was placed just perfect backstage in the dark, where everyone had to walk right by it to get backstage. And I hid in it like Oscar from Sesame Street. And when people would walk by, I would jump up and go, bah! And scare the shit out of them. And it was so fucking fun that I did it for, I don't know, at least an hour straight. I kept, running down the hallway and trying to see who was coming around the corner and run back in the garbage can. And it was so much fun. I was like, fuck yeah, I just made the tour better. I got something to do every day. Well, the next day I was looking for a trash can, and we found this coffin because there's a coffin match later on that they were going to do. And so I thought, man, I'm going to hide in the coffin and scare people. And then I thought, wait, they might not open it till I got down by the ring. And then I thought, better yet, I'll jump out, scare the shit out of them, and run back to the dressing room. And so I was planning on doing this, and but we stopped at this truck stop along the way over there in France, and Sabu and I found this doll, this love doll. We call her Big Booby Betty. And I said, Sabu, I want to put the blow-up doll in the coffin so that they wheel it down there and open it up. And we laughed our asses off. Sabu bought the girl, and the whole trip became about trying to put the girl in. This is actually this week's RVD TV episode. Coincidentally, we captured all that stuff. But anyway, Sabu got her in the coffin like the last night of the tour in Switzerland, and right before she went through the curtain, somebody pulled her out and, bursted our bubble. We were very upset about it.
That bit cost me $50.
Oh man! Well, at least I think you got to enjoy her along the tour, right?
Well, once, yeah.
Once you enjoyed her, okay. I knew she was missing there for a while, but yeah. But anyway, that's not a very good rib. That's one that went wrong. I don't know. That's just a damn good question. That's a damn good question, and I don't know. Let's see. What? Someone pull a rib on me? I don't know. I don't know, man. I suck at thought questions, man. But I am going to think about that, and it'll be too late to answer you. But we appreciate your call, Tweety. Now I'm going to ask you about your fear. What can you contribute to this, man? Do you see fear affecting you or society, or is there something about fear, a positive you'd like to point out? Or what can you add to our conversation? We're here to grow.
Death.
What? Death? Tweety fears death. That's a normal one. That's cool. So if you were being strangled in a park late at night, you would probably scream for your life.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
What if you were a ninja?
Then you couldn't see me, and I could just sneak up on you and get you.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right, well, I recommend that. I recommend that over screaming, but that's cool.
That's right, Daddy.
How was the tour with Marty Jannetty?
Marty Jannetty's awesome. I really enjoyed being on tour with him. He's a great guy, and I hope that he will be on future tours. Do you know him also?
Yes. Actually, my husband has worked Marty 4 different times, and so we do indie shows in Alabama and Georgia area, and so we had the honor of working with Marty.
Right on. Well, yeah, he lives down there in Georgia, Columbus, I think, not too far outside of Atlanta. So good chance you guys can catch him there. Yeah, I got to know him. I just knew before I really got to know him. I just knew in my gut that he was going to be the cool one out of the two of them.
We talked to him on occasions, so yeah.
Cool. Right on. Well, next time I talk to Marty, I'm going to say, hey, man, I talked to Tweety from Alabama.
You do that. He'll know who I am.
All right. All right, cool. Well, thanks for calling in, Tweety.
Not a problem. Thank you.
Right on. I'm going to go and I'm going to go to Eric from Canada, who also is an RVD TV watcher, or so I believe. What up, Eric?
That's right, I am. How you doing, Rob?
Hey, RVD TV watcher, eh?
That's right.
Was that funny how I said eh?
That is.
Cool. Awesome, man. So how's your night going?
It's going really well.
Fucking A. Is this the highlight, the best part so far?
Oh, for sure.
Awesome. We got Sabu on the line. Officer X took off, but we got Fonzie. And there's a phone number I recognize here. I'm going to open it up real quick so that Eric can also be heard by Dr. Sean Stasiak.
Hey, am I on?
Dude, you're on. You got right through because I recognize your number. What up, Dr. Sean?
I'm laughing because of the last comment you made. Hey, you like how I said that? Cool.
Right on,
hey, dude,
man.
If I was on your trip, I would have been... RVD, motherfucker! You do that every time I get on the air.
Don't you love it?
No, I'm over it. Just like you love We're All Monkeys.
That one's a new one. That's new for you.
Which one?
You'd like me to play it again for you? Here you go.
There's nothing like that, penis breath.
Yeah, I like that's a better one.
Okay. And you probably know this one. Oldie but a goodie.
Who stole the fucking dope?
I like that.
You did? Bring it back. Okay. So what up, Dr. Sean? You called in just in time to interrupt Eric from Canada. You got a minute to hang out with us? The show's only got 9 minutes.
Hey?
All right. What's up, Eric? You're back. We're back with you. You got our focus now. Thanks for calling in.
Okay. You were talking about reality shows earlier. I was just wondering if there's any chance we can see RVD on Dancing with the Stars.
Nice. I would say very, very little chance of that. I don't have much rhythm, and I wish I had a funny something to compare it to. I got less rhythm than a blank. Please fill it in with something funny. I don't dance. I don't understand dancing, and this is a whole subject on its own that I'm going to do an RVD TV episode on, where I'm going to interview some friends of mine that are actually musicians in bands and ask them why music is so popular. Like, it's all day long. It's from the alarm clock on our radio to listening to it in the car. It's our phone ring, and even if you're going to something besides a music concert, like you go to a wrestling show, well, guess what? It's music playing before the matches start. All the wrestlers come down to music. I'm not saying I hate music, but I can step outside the box and look at it and say, whoa. And also, when I hear music, it doesn't make me want to gyrate my body. So I'm kind of a nerd when it comes to that. Like, I totally don't understand the concept of dancing. So I wouldn't expect to see me on Dancing with the Stars anytime in the near future.
I know, but I really want you to do it.
I do get told that. Booker's wife, Charmel, she's always like, oh, you make a great dancer. You know, is what does she say? Not athletic, graceful, whatever. But yeah.
Hey, Rob, I got a question for you.
All right, Dr. Sean,
if you were to do Dance with the Stars, who do you think would pay for your flights?
That's a good question. I think it would be Obama. I'm not sure if he'd get me the right destination, though.
Your destination is RVD TV and RobVanDam.com.
Okay, the Warrior would pay for my flight. Hey, Dr. Sean, say hi to Fonzie and Sabu.
Hi, Fonzie and Sabu.
Hey, what's up, Daddy?
Sabu, you still with us? All right,
oh, yeah,
Sabu's there. He's chill. All right, we got just a few more minutes, and then this show is done. Did we cover everything? We didn't talk to everybody. Let's go to Kevin from Buffalo. Let him right through. What up, Kevin from Buffalo?
Hey, what's up, man?
Thanks for calling RVD Radio. You're on live, just like that.
Yeah, I was wondering if when you were in ECW, did you ever get an offer from Big Dog for a contract?
So repeat that. I'm sorry, I didn't hear it.
Did you ever get an offer from WCW?
Did I ever get in the office?
Yeah.
You mean like as a position, like as an act-in, a member of the office in a job-like duty?
No, for like WCW.
Like an offer.
Offers. Are you asking when I was with ECW, did I get any offers from WCW?
Yeah.
Okay, if I understand the question correctly, yes, I did, and I used that to my advantage. I was going to leave and go to WCW because Eric Bischoff had made me an offer, which was much more lucrative, more exposure and everything, and that's when Paul took a big interest in me and told me that if I stayed, he could really utilize me, and he did. And that's when we came up with Mr. Monday Night, and I went to WWF's television, and that all rooted from an offer. Also, DDP used to always try to get me to come to WCW to be Glacier. He kept saying, oh, no, yeah, I've talked to Eric. We're ready to bring you in and put you in this Mortal Kombat gimmick, man. Here's Eric's number. Give him a call. You expect me tonight? I'd be like, all right, cool, whatever. And then I wouldn't call him. And then next time, hey, man, did you call Eric yet? I'd be like, no. Oh, man, here, let me give you his number again. All right, thanks. And then next time I'd hear him, we go, how come you don't call him? I was like, dude, I don't want to go to WCW. I want to be a fucking Mortal Kombat gimmick and put a mask on. I'm the whole fucking show.
Hey, Rob, I got a question for you.
Let's hear it.
I'm staring at this heated patty burger that I made. Should I put salsa on it or ketchup and mustard?
Ketchup and mustard.
Yeah, ketchup and mustard. Both Van Dams agree, and that's pretty nasty, dude. Put some pickles and relish and onions and nasty shit like that on it.
Is that what a ninja would do?
No. Actually, a ninja would eat it plain, just the patty, because everything else is just a waste with no nutritional value. Anyway.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm glad I could help. Yeah, I'm going to help out Holly. Is it Holly calling from Boston?
Oh, my God. Hello?
Hey, Holly.
Hi,
Holly.
Bob.
How are you?
How are you?
Fucking awesome.
Oh
Say
my
hi
God.
say hi to Fonzie and to Sabu and to, do I got Officer X back? He came and left already. And to Dr. Sean Stasiak, SVD. We're all in the house. What's going on, Holly?
Oh, my God. Wow. I've been listening all night long, and I was listening to you guys talk about the original ECW.
Yeah.
And I've been a fan of wrestling since I've been 3 years old. And I was a closet fan for a long time. But when ECW came out, that's when I ended up starting to say, yeah, I am a wrestling fan. And
yeah, well, I appreciate that. Those are the best compliments when people that don't even have an attraction towards the other wrestling just can't look away when they're watching ECW because it was so fucking good, man. It was Car Wreck TV. You couldn't turn away. That's what it was. I was proud to be part of it. Sabu and Fonzie, they were very proud to be part of it, and it's one of the best memories of our career, if I can speak for the other parts of the team.
I have a question for Sabu.
Speak.
How did you guys end up having that Terry Funk match with the barbed wire?
Sabu, that's a good question for you to answer. Something, blah, 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 wire.
Seconds.
Could you say
How
that
did you
again?
guys do that match?
How did we do it?
Yeah, did you guys plan out where you guys were going to be at certain times and stuff, or you guys won it?
You talking about the match I had with Terry Funk?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you ripped your bicep off.
Yeah, there was no how you do it. You just do it, you know.
You just do it. There is no why. Sabu got all cut up from the barbed wire, stuff like that. Listen, we got 1 minute left in the show, so everybody, thanks for calling in. Sonia has surgery on Friday. To get the portacast taken out since she's done with chemo, so everybody wish her luck on that. That's
good luck, baby.
Sonia, it'd be great.
Good luck, girl.
Thank you.
All right, so thanks, thanks everybody. Thanks, Tweety from Alabama, and everybody calling. So another kick-ass show. We'll let you know plenty of time if we're going to do the rat court next week. And okay, hey, man. Everybody have a great night. Say bye, baby.
Bye, baby.
Bye, baby.
Good night.
10
seconds. Drop that down! The whole fucking show! Drop that down! The whole fucking show! Dance on the needle! Dance on the needle! Dance on the needle! Fan stop the needle! Drop that down! The whole fucking show! Drop that down! The whole fucking show! A jam shot straight to your brain! Straight to your skull crack! You get down to straight to your brain! Straight to your skull crack!